With a new Indiana Jones movie on the horizon and the likability of it sucking, let's review the original film in this franchise, Raiders of the Lost Ark. When it comes to movies, I like movies where there's character arcs and ones where there's no character arcs, just personalities. Raiders is one of those movies with the latter, and I really like it because of that. Unlike some other critics, Indiana Jones gives us what it promises: treasure hunters looking for the Ark of the Covenant. Starting off, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Indiana Jones. Just look at this dude. He's got the coat, he's got the hat, and that famous whip, he's got that retro gun. This guy just screams badass adventurer. Next up, we have the love interest Marlene. I was originally against the backstory here, but I've grown to like it more because it explains how she knows Indy. She's also well acted too.
Now I do. This is my place. Get out! Move!
Everybody's sorry. Abner was sorry for dragging me all over this earth looking for his little bits of junk. I'm sorry to still be here stuck in this dive.
I also like that she had the medallion on this whole time. And what's that? She's a badass? I thought Jennifer Lawrence was the first badass. She doesn't really do a whole lot of ass kicking in this movie. Why? Because he came here to see Indiana Jones, not Indiana Hose. Next we have the friend Sala, who is mostly likable for his personality.
Mr. Katanga, these are my friends. They are my family. I will get of it if they are not treated well.
And this. And what's this? Diversity, I see? Oh my god! I thought there was never diversity in movies before. It's all over the fucking film. And now let's talk about our villains. Can we all agree that Dexter is the best villain over here? Mostly because he starts off as a charming little monkey, but he's a traitor. The most well-described villain is Belloc, played by Paul Freeman, a selfish man who steals from Jones and takes all the fame.
You chose the wrong friends. This time it will cost you. You could warn them. If only you spoke Jovitos.
And a outsmarter as well.
Yes, blow it up! Blow it back to God.
And the fact that Indy threatened to kill him in one scene is just badass. Next we have Stupito, played by Alfred Molina, who is a Nazi soldier. He doesn't really do a whole lot in this movie, but I really like that he has a burnt medallion on his hand. The story is the strongest aspect of the movie. Nazis, and everyone else around the world, are looking for religious artifacts. Hence the title, Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, not that Lost Ark, though there is a hunt still going on for that one to this day. The Ark of the Covenant described in the Bible, Exodus 25:10 describes, have them make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. The movie also doesn't shy away from other stuff about the ark. Leviticus 2:16, the Lord said to Moses, tell your brother Aaron that he shall not enter at any time into the holy place inside the veil, before the mercy seat which is on the ark, or he will die. For I will appear in the cloud over the mercy seat. Which is explained on the warning on the medallion. Also, why couldn't Sala tell Indy about the other medallion earlier? Samuel 4:11 describes, and the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas died. Which is probably the main source of symbolism right here. There are also theories that Spielberg made Nazis the villains as a revenge plot because of his Jewish heritage. While it's a decent theory, I think it's mostly a stretch. The cinematography has a lot of decent shots. Starting off in Peru, we have tarantulas, Logan Paul's favorite kind of people, the pit, face traps. Take a look at the design of this artifact. You know for a fact that those are real human eyes. And of course we have the famous switch scene, obviously parodying UHF, Karma Boy, playing on the river, chased by tribes, swinging on the vine. Now on to Cairo, such as the work site, and I also like this store shot too. And the inside of this Cairo house as well. Sunlight in the temple. I also really like how he breaks the staff. Sunset transitioning into night. Why'd it had to be snakes? Some of these snakes even pop out of random ass places. And a few minutes later, Indiana Jones is knocking down an Anubis statue. Then there's the submarine shot, the grease cliff is shot nice too, and of course, the famous melting scene. And finally, the archives, on where the Ark will be held forever. The action is another highlight. We get into the bar shootout, which includes a trail fire almost killing Indiana, drinking out of wine barrels, and a betrayal.
Shoot them. Shoot them both.
Also, how did you idiots not see the medallion when it was right there? The market fight, which includes fistfights, villains stabbing each other, the whip, death by frying pan, car explosions, which one is the right one? There's also the famous gun sword scene. Originally, Indy was gonna get in a fight with this dude, but Harrison Ford got food poisoned by SpaghettiOs. Yep. But then Harrison said, just shoot the effer. The plane fight, which includes a wrench fight, a fist fight with the German bear, and a fist fight with the same guy on top of the plane, shooting the car, the plane dangerously moving, resulting in one of the best violent scenes in this movie, the car chase, which includes hijacking, running over the bamboo construction, cars falling down a cliff, Newton's third law of breaking glass, motorcycle lake injuries, and running over people.